Hey girls, how you doing? Let's do another pick a card, and today is gonna be what's going on here. How does it feel? That's what we're doing today. Wow, okay, let's go. £2, let's not even fluff around because I can see where this video is going. This is not good news, I'm telling you, this is crazy. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2. Always. So pound number 1, how does it feel? Wow, the sun, holy schmoly, the moon, ooh. The Wheel of Fortune, holy schmoly, we have 3 major arcana. Wow, intensity here, just a bit. When you have the sun and the moon next to each other, that means a roller coaster. So how do they feel? Some days they feel amazing, so some days they feel a disaster. It's like this, completely unbelievable crazy here. Intense, you think so? Amazing. So what do they feel? They feel that your connection is so connected to, your connection is connected. Nice, Axelle. No, your connection is linked, yeah, all right, to the inner child. Therefore, it's not for the faint-hearted. How often do you feel close to someone, so close, and you can be goofing around when you're an adult? You know, when you can be playful and silly together. How often do you feel like this, okay? How often do you feel that level of, trust for each other? So there's a lot of joy here. At the same time, that can bring a lot of emotion from childhood, from trauma. That can bring a lot of things to the surface. And the hidden part of the iceberg is suddenly visible. And that it's enough to trouble somebody. And therefore, they can go from happiness to depression very quickly. So it's very intense. They have the best relationship with you, and then suddenly it can become the worst. Because when you get hurt very deeply because you have no protection. You are the inner child, so it's a little boy, little girl, or 2 little boys or 2 little girls, and you don't have any protection when you play together. So when you get hurt, you go straight to the soul. So it's intense. Your relationship is so truthful, so real, so deep. Then when it hurts enormously. But when you're happy, it's really, really amazing as well. So they feel that roller coaster. They feel that vulnerability with you, and as a result, they might just push you away because it's too intense. At the same time, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So that is about moving to a next level, moving forward, but this time with good luck is on your side, meaning that you maybe have a way to maneuver around those extreme feelings. I think you feel, both of you, I think, very strongly because you recognize the unicity of this connection. It's unique. You never excuse me, George is here. You never experienced that before, so you don't have any manual, you don't have any experience about it, so you really don't know, but you're trying to find your feet in some ways, and suddenly you can see that maybe the light at the end of the tunnel because you're learning how to maneuver. Yeah, I think for a long time you probably had your heart shut down, both of you, or they did, or maybe they had to make a choice between two. But there is the idea of protecting the heart. But with you, so much difference. It's the nature of your connection is so different than anything else they experienced before that they have to open the heart, but they're very afraid. So they manifested you because maybe they were in a wrong relationship. Maybe they were with a toxic relationship. What is wrong with my voice today? Maybe they found difficult to express themselves as well, right? And so they manifested you because they were living in illusion with that other person, the toxic relationship, and that was a karmic probably. So yes, there's definitely an idea of a choice between two, but also you waiting for them to make that choice, waiting for them to stabilize the situation, to know where they stand. Very interesting. But that also bring you at the Empress position, like you are the arbor and you wait for the boat to come home. Really, they have to go through that roller coaster, and then eventually they will calm down. It's after a tsunami, the huge wave, then things calm down after a while. So you're waiting, you're giving them the space and time to find their feet again. Because what they had with you, I think, is they had the shock. They never felt so much emotion, so much love for someone in such a deep level. So inevitably, they needed some time to adjust, okay? Just a change of temperature is so huge that they had to, hold on a minute, I need to get used to it. So in my opinion, you're becoming an empress as a result, and you know, it will work beautifully at the end. So let's have a major arcana. So how do they feel? But they feel an enormous amount. They don't know how to handle it. That's what it is. Okay, so we have death. Yes, it's an idea of rebirth. So it's an idea of breaking something down. It's a bit like the tower, similar. That it's a new beginning, new start in life. They had to let go of something, say goodbye. Something had to die, like a relationship, in order to build a new one. And that is a new beginning indeed. So that's why you have the Wheel of Fortune, but this time with good luck. Rebirth, very powerful indeed. So pile number 2, how do they feel? Page of Wands, Judgment, Five of Pentacles. Yeah. How do they feel? Well, they feel left in the cold, my dear. Bam! Yeah, because they were focusing on the wrong thing. They may be focusing on themselves only and completely disregarded you, even though they could see you were the deal, right? They didn't behave properly. Yeah, they were putting their head in the sand. They didn't want to admit the truth. They didn't want to admit the truth to themselves. They didn't want to admit their feelings for you. Whatever they were trying to be sneaky, whatever they were doing, not right. So now it's time to purge, because you kind of fated here. You know, you protected. Maybe you were protected from them. They had to behave so badly that you walked away, because during that period of time when they're going to have to do that purge, it's better for you not to be around, because it's not going to be pretty. When you go through a detox, I don't know about you, but that's not pretty, right? You don't want to advertise that. Definitely not. So it's better for you to walk away during that purge period, because they need to go back to the core. They need to go back to the essence, the skeleton. There's no time to hide, no time to pretend, blah, blah, blah. No. But they have a lot to, you know, purge, because they obviously behave in a way that's unacceptable. So, yeah, the reason why they did that is they shoot themselves in the foot, really, because they thought they didn't deserve you. You were out of their league, so they prefer to escape. Oh, no, I can't handle this. I can't run a marathon, so I'm gonna go home and watch some TV. Run away from, you know, the deal. Why do they believe they're not good enough for you? I mean, you are big enough to know what you want. If you want them, it's because you think there is a potential, right? Come on. Come on. So justice has to be served indeed, and it's about balancing, completely balancing the scales, you know, saying the truth, explaining why they shoot themselves in the foot, why do they think they're not good enough, and you make them realize, hold on a minute, I choose you because I see the potential in you, so you're worth it. Okay, so we are equal. So don't try to say you less or more, whatever. Nobody's comparing you. You're comparing yourself to the world. That is your issue. You have to work out why you do that. But I don't compare you to me. We are different, and that's why it works. So yes, of course, they're very tempted by you. So maybe they wanted a piece of you because, hey, a lot of chemistry here, but they only wanted to have a va-va-voom maybe, when you are much more, you know, connecting to the feelings. Because even though you're a sexy little thing, you center stage and all hot, you know, you're very humble. You really engage in the heart. You come from the heart. And yes, maybe you're very much on the public eyes, or maybe you're on social media a lot, whatever, but you still you, and you want to connect that part of you with them. And it doesn't matter, you know, if you are, you know, how many followers you have, it doesn't matter, you're still from the heart. Yeah, I think they were really stuck in there, but that's just their mind, and they look at you like a goddess or god, you know. So what? No, you're not stuck here. You know, come and join me here, right? There's no comparison. So it's just their mind who make them feel petite. Why? ¿Por qué? Look at that. You see what I mean? King of Wands and Queen of Wands. When the King of Wands meet the Queen of Wands, no gender here, becomes the King of Cups. Engage the heart. And it doesn't know how to engage the heart because it never did that before. Normally, it's more like, yeah, a little bit of fluffiness, having fun, all this cool, hi, how you doing, very superficial. And suddenly, wow, I feel, holy schmoly, I'm in love. Oh, how do I do this? That King of Wands doesn't mean because they're superficial they don't feel. They do, but they protect their heart. That's why they stay on the surface, because they know when they engage their heart, when they go deep, they really go for it. And that's when they can get hurt. They're resisting you. What the point? There's a lot of other women anyway. No point resisting that, right? And Eight of Pentacles. Come on, guys. Number 8, affinity number. The door is always open. You find a new way to make it work. Learning new tools, skills, and using new tools. That's the one. Because using the heart, coming from the heart, is not something they do. They normally talk about the weather, very superficial, and suddenly they talk about love. Yes, you're going to have to use a different language. So what's wrong with that? I learn a different language, even though it's not always perfect. It's fine. I don't expect it to be perfect, but at least you try. You speak a new language of love. What's wrong with that? It's the beauty and the magic of life. And love. Okay, so let's get a major arcana seriously, because we are saying rubbish, aren't we? The moon, yeah. It's about going deep. It's about going within, and it's about the depth. The moon is very romantic as well. It's learning to be romantic again. Allow yourself to be romantic. There's nothing wrong. It's not old-fashioned to be romantic. What's wrong with romance? What is wrong with romance? Really? So let's learn to be cool about it, okay? And yes, there is chemistry for sure, but why not do things in more, gentle way, okay? What's wrong with that? Nothing. Okay, so enjoy. On this note, have a beautiful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao.